All right, so here's the Wolffian duct. Remember that it comes from the mesonephros, the interim kidney that shows up around week 4, and will end up persisting as those seed derivatives. But it's got one more derivative we haven't talked about yet. Hold tight, I'll show you that one in a minute. The first step of reciprocal induction is this. A bit of intermediate mesoderm near the Wolffian duct differentiates into a little clump called the metanephric mesenchyme, aka the metanephric blastema. Yeah, I know, it's annoying. Throughout this talk, I'll refer to the structure as the metanephric mesenchyme, but just know that it's got two names. Anyway, this little guy secretes growth factors that act on the mesonephric duct, and in turn, that mesonephric duct will sprout a small structure from its caudal end. That's the ureteric bud. Don't be too mad, but this has another name too. The NBME might call it the metanephric diverticulum. As time goes on, the ureteric bud lengthens and actually starts producing growth factors of its own. These, in turn, induce changes in the metanephric mesenchyme. That's what makes the process reciprocal. Eventually, the ureteric bud reaches the metanephric mesenchyme and grows into it. At the end of this process, the metanephric mesenchyme will have differentiated into the first part of the nephron, or functional units of kidneys. That is, it becomes everything from the glomeruli through the distal convoluted tubules. The ureteric bud, meanwhile, will continue to lengthen, becoming everything from the collecting ducts through the ureters. The ureters begin forming around week 6, but they begin as solid structures, not hollow tubes. So to make them hollow, they actually undergo a process called canalization, which starts in the middle and heads toward both cranial and caudal ends. This process of canalization is usually complete by week 10. The ureteropelvic junction, that is the part where the ureters meet up with the renal pelvis, is always the last to canalize. What does that mean for you as a future clinician? Well, failure of this canalization at the UPJ is actually the most common cause of prenatal hydronephrosis detected on ultrasound, and it can show up uni or bilaterally. You should also know that errors of this entire process, reciprocal induction that is, can result in congenital anomalies, including renal agenesis.